What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sharp Sports Media. And unfortunately, the New York Giants fall. They lose their first game of the year to the Dallas Cowboys by a final score of 23-16. And it was kind of a weird game. As I talked about on my radio show earlier today, there was some good and then there was some bad. So we'll start with the good. Daniel Jones. I thought Daniel Jones had a pretty solid game. He was pressured a ton. Didn't really have that much time, and made the kind of throws he needed to make. Definitely a lot of incompletions, but not really a lot on him. He was 20 of 37, 196 yards with a pick. Pick wasn't his fault as David Sills falls down. But what he also did very well was he rushed the ball. He was scrambling a lot. He went 9 times for 79 yards, 8.8 average. But what he also did was when he would move outside the pocket, he would keep his eyes downfield, which was huge, which Daniel Jones have not done very often before. So that would allow, so even if he gets outside the pocket, he doesn't need to run it, and if somebody gets open, he'll toss it to them instead of running it, which gives you more options, which is big, because you would usually, whenever he'd get pressured or he'd feel pressure coming, he'd just put his head down and run and try to get as much yard as possible, which sometimes, that's a good thing. But other times, you want to look downfield because maybe a receiver gets open 20 yards downfield. And then you have a bigger play and you can move the chains better. So just keeping your eyes downfield is such a huge improvement for Daniel Jones. Big improvement. So that was a big positive. Saquon Barkley had another solid game. He had 14 carries for 81 yards, 5.8 yards per carry. He had the touchdown, which was a great move, kind of squirming through a little bit, and then a bit a side jump or a sidestep cut, and was off to the races. It was beautiful. That was Saquon. And then he also was able to put his head down when he needed to, kind of go at it. And he also had 4 receptions for 45 yards in the air as well. So he ended with over 100 total yards. So Saquon looked strong in the run, in the pass. I think he dropped one ball that he probably should have had. But overall, I thought Saquon had a very solid game. Nothing more I could really complain about Saquon. On the defensive side, I thought we were good against the run for the first half. For the first half, I thought we did a great job against Zeke. Pollard, we let up a couple things, and we weren't great against Pollard. But against Zeke, we were very good in the first half on limiting big plays and kind of keeping him under check. The last good thing I thought of was Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas had another great game on the left side of the offensive line. This guy continues to be a pillar for our offensive line. He is that guy. He's that guy. And that's all I can say. Now we'll move on to the bad, the worst. The rest of the offensive line got destroyed. They got absolutely obliterated, especially Evan Neal. He was feasted upon. It was like Thanksgiving dinner. It was DeMarcus Lawrence mostly, a little bit of Micah Parsons, mostly DeMarcus Lawrence. He saw Thanksgiving dinner. I went to town, give me the mashed potatoes, give me the turkey, give me the gravy, because he went and he feasted on Evan Neal. And am I worried about Evan Neal? Not really. It's his third professional game. He's going to have bumps on the road, but this was a very big bump. That's the problem. So hopefully he can get over that. Hopefully this doesn't hurt his confidence. You just got to brush it off and look ahead to the next game. But that was the problem. And one thing I was looking forward to was Micah Parsons versus Andrew Thomas. But what they did was, which was smart of them, don't get me wrong, but it was frustrating as a Giants fan. They put Lawrence and Parsons on the same side a lot against Neal, which forced Neal to at least take at least one of them almost every time, forcing at least one of them to win almost every time, which sucked. Also bad, the wide receivers, Sterling Shepard. That sucks. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Sterling Shepard, one of my favorite players, longest tenured Giant with the Giants currently. Tears his ACL confirmed today by Brian Dable. You feel for the man. You feel for him because he just couldn't stay healthy. When he's on the field, he's such a reliable guy. It's funny because that's when he's on the field. but feel terrible for the guy. This could have been his last snap as a Giant. If it was, I would just love to say thank you, Sterling Shepard, for your commitment, your hard work to the Giants organization. Loved watching him play when he was on the field. So it'd be unfortunate. Hopefully, maybe we bring him back on a like a 1-year deal, $2 million, something like that. But very unfortunate. I love Sterling Shepard, and you hate to see something like that happen to a guy who just can't get the luck to stay healthy. Kenny Galladay sucks. Guy is a bum, and he is holding our team back with this cap. So we got to find a way to get rid of his cap. Not for this year, but at least for next year. Find a way, because he is hamstringing our team, because this dude is a bona fide bum. And it pisses it's frustrating to watch. Cost us on that one first down late in the game, in the fourth quarter, on a 3rd and 15. Could have made a big play and really maybe got more time for next week, but nope. Oh, what a bum. What a bum. Then you move on. The defense in the second half, allowing CeeDee Lamb to go off, and the rushing attack really prevailed. Everything was just working on offense for the Cowboys. I think it's just our personnel. Maybe we need a little bit more. I think Leonard Williams not being there was huge for the run game. I think he's our best player in the run game, so not having him was a big thing that I think will improve. But yeah, Dory Jackson struggled against CeeDee Lamb in the second half, which is tough. CeeDee Lamb's a very good wide receiver, but that was tough. But yeah, it was a tough game because there was some good, some bad, but overall, I don't think there is too much that I'm like I'm not this is not the end of the world. It's a tough loss because it's to the Cowboys, and I hate losing to the Cowboys. I think every Giants fan hates losing to the Cowboys. But overall, you're 2-1, you're okay. And you're going to play the Bears next week, which is a must-win. That is a game you must win against one of the worst teams in the league. They've completed less than 25 passes in 3 games. So stack the box, no running. And I hope our run defense, hopefully we can stop them pretty good. But I have confidence going into next week. I think we need to figure out the wide receiver position pretty well. I think Evan Neal will start to come around. But yeah, we placed a tough team, and it was frustrating to lose, especially with Cooper Rush at quarterback. And there are some things to clean up. But I think that this is going to be the Giants team. It's not going to be pretty this year. But if we can we're going to play these rough, defensive battled games where Saquon Barkley is going to have to break one or do something. But if we can find a way to win these games, I think they will be important for Brian Daboll as a coach. It will inspire people to come to the Giants. They see how to win. It will inspire him that he can win and he knows how to win, and he'll be confident in himself. The players will be confident, and just winning those games is important, especially when you're a good team and you're playing for Super Bowls, which we are not. I think we could win. I think we'll win around 7 games. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs probably. But these are still important games that you have to learn to win. And a lot of these players are hopefully going to be around here for a long time with the Giants, so they got to learn as well. So, tough loss, but I think we can definitely bounce back next week against the Bears. A couple good things to come away from this game, and you take it and you move forward. Let me know what your guys' opinions are about this Giants loss in the comments on my Twitter. Love to hear everybody's opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.